This video is going to help you identify why your door isn't operating as it should and how to fix it. Here we have a set of double doors that you'd find on one of our log cabin or solid timber buildings, and on the screen right now is a diagram showing the 6 hinges that we're going to refer to in the rest of the video, the outer door frame and the left and right door wing. Before we go any further, it's at this point that you might want to take off all of the hinge covers. They simply slide off the top and off the bottom of each hinge. You'll see the 3 screws that we'll be adjusting in this video, and all you'll need is a 4mm Allen key. Here are the 5 common issues that lead to a door not operating effectively, and we'll be going through each one in this video. You can also find timestamps to each section in the description below. A quick top tip before we begin: frequently check how the door is operating after small adjustments, only 1 or 2 turns at a time. This will let you know if the problem is getting better or if it is worsening. The first thing to check is if your frame is square. If you find the door is catching at the bottom, check for movement at the top of the frame as demonstrated. If the door is catching at the top, check for movement at the other side of the frame as seen on screen now. If you do find movement in either side of the frame, it's best to contact Garden Affairs to talk through the next steps. So here we have issue number 2, where it's catching on the top side frame as it hits the latch plate there. For this, you want to adjust hinge D, the top right hinge and the top screw. Adjust it clockwise twice with your Allen key, and when you adjust a top hinge, you also need to adjust a middle hinge to relieve some pressure. Do it with half the adjustment that you did the top, so once clockwise, and then test the door to see if it has fixed the issue. If not, repeat the process. Occasionally, you won't have any scope to actually make the adjustment just shown on the screen. If that's the case, you need to move the other door wing back over to allow yourself to make that adjustment. Simply repeat the process on the other hinges, so hinge A and B, but this time rotating the Allen key anti-clockwise. Here you have issue number 3, where you can see that the door wing is catching on the bottom side frame. To resolve this issue, go down to hinge F and turn the top screw clockwise twice, and then on hinge E, the middle hinge, turn the top screw clockwise once. Of course, once you've made your adjustments, test the door to see if it has fixed the issue. Here we have issue 4, the door wing is catching at the top. To resolve this issue, we can pull the bottom hinge in and the top hinge out. Go down to hinge F and turn the top screw clockwise twice. Skip out the middle hinge. And on hinge D, turn the top screw anti-clockwise twice. Try the door to see if this has fixed the issue. If not, repeat the process. Here we have issue 5, where the door frame is catching at the bottom. To resolve this issue, go to hinge D and adjust the top screw clockwise twice. Go down and ignore the middle hinge, and on hinge F, we're going to turn the top screw again anti-clockwise twice. After you've made your adjustment, check the door to see if it has fixed the issue. If not, repeat the process. So you've made your adjustments and hopefully your door is now operating as it should. A few ways to check other than using the door is that the top of the 2 wings are level and that the space between the wings at the top and bottom are roughly parallel. If you do need some further assistance, don't hesitate to get in contact. The team at Garden Affairs are more than happy to help you over the phone.